Hey, I've got a question for you. Have you ever been in a situation where your abilities were doubted by the people who know you best? Maybe it was a teacher who didn't think you could handle a tough project, a boss who overlooked you for a big opportunity, or even your own family, questioning your strengths and character. How did that make you feel? Did it ignite a fire in you to prove them wrong? Or did you decide it wasn't worth your energy and let it slide? How did you handle it? Well, before we decide on the best way to handle this situation, let's consider the story of Buddha Shakyamuni. He also faced similar doubts and challenges in his life.
Whoa, even the Buddha faced doubt from others.
Absolutely. As we delve into the Buddha's story, we'll discover that he encountered many of the same challenges we do. His journey can be a powerful source of guidance and inspiration for us. In our previous 2 episodes, we explored what the Buddha did during the first 14 days after attaining Buddhahood. Now, on day 15, the Devas, those celestial beings who had been closely watching the Buddha like paparazzi since before Prince Siddhartha was born, began to wonder, had he truly attained nirvana?
Wait a second, didn't they stalk him closely? So why were they curious? Couldn't they tell?
Well, these Devas were unenlightened. They didn't understand what nirvana truly was, and the Buddha's wisdom was beyond their comprehension.
Got it. So they couldn't tell if Siddhartha had attained Buddhahood because nirvana is about internal transformation?
Precisely. They were puzzled by the Buddha's silence, spending the first week in unmoved meditation, and the second week standing and gazing at the Bodhi tree. They couldn't grasp the profound state of his awakened mind or the blissful joy he felt. Out of compassion, the Buddha manifested a golden bridge in the sky and walked on it for 7 days, revealing his enlightenment to them.
What? Did this really happen? This part of the story feels like something straight out of a fairy tale.
But in Buddhism, these fairy tales serve a crucial purpose. They cater to those who believe only in the supernatural. Just like the Devas, some people struggle to have faith in nirvana unless it's wrapped in mystical tales.
So, are these stories just inventions by Buddha to teach a lesson? Like the myth of Santa Claus rewarding well-behaved children?
Not quite. Buddhist tales might actually contain deeper truths beyond our current understanding. For instance, the Buddha spoke of microorganisms and vast worlds beyond our own. Concepts that were once considered fantastical but are now scientific realities. His teachings preserved in Buddhist scriptures, or known as sutras, and passed down through generations, reveal a depth of knowledge far beyond our comprehension. The wisdom of the Buddha transcends our limited perspective. What he shared with humanity is but a glimpse of his immense knowledge, akin to a handful of leaves in a vast forest.
Okay, hold up. In the last episode, you talked about the Buddha being humble. So why did he suddenly start flexing his magic by conjuring up a golden bridge and doing a 7-day walking meditation show for the gods?
There's a fine line between showing off and simply revealing the truth. The Buddha did it out of compassion, knowing of the gods were fretting and realizing there was no better way to ease their doubts than with a direct demonstration. Sure, he could have just said, "Yep, I'm a Buddha now." But talk is cheap, right?
So, does that mean it's okay to prove ourselves to doubters?
Absolutely, especially when it comes to meaningful endeavors. Actions speak louder than words after all. Often, people might not grasp our skills and experience. So sharing that information isn't about boasting. It's about providing assurance. But do be mindful, oversharing can come off as endless bragging. It is on us to research, plan, prepare, and execute our work diligently, communicate effectively, and embrace teamwork. That's what truly convinces others of our capabilities. Think of the Buddha's golden bridge as a verbal assurance. It's not enough on its own. It's like building a bridge in thin air. It's empty talk. True conviction comes from our ongoing actions. Alrighty, hope this helps, especially if you've ever faced doubts at work or home. Catch you in the next episode as we continue following the Buddha's journey into his 4th week after reaching enlightenment.